Getting a bit sick of the sight of Birmingham City's players. After the Cup at the weekend, it was same again in the league. And when Paul Furlong scored the first after just 7 minutes, you had the feeling it was a night for the Blues. The pitch might have had echoes of muddy waters in places, but the only lead bellies on show were wearing white shirts. John McCarthy made it 2-0. Still, there was one Stockport player throwing himself wholeheartedly into the skirmish. Rarely can a keeper have dived around so much without getting a sniff of the ball. Full marks for artistic impression, not a lot for effect. Paul Furlong's not complaining though. What came next was a sickener. The former Villa apprentice and Wolves man Tom Bennett ended up with an horrific broken leg after that. You heard the injury and the pain was obvious. Everyone will hope Bennett recovers. Back in the action on the pitch, Stockport must have been practicing their head tennis in training. Sean Connolly pulled one back with 11 minutes to go, but Birmingham and Paul Furlong had the final say. The Stockport keeper again doing a passing impression of Forrest Gump in the American football game. Furlong completed his hat-trick, and it was Birmingham City who took all 3 points. Now, Wolves geared up for the Black Country derby at the weekend with a neat demolition job of Bury. Mind you, the Bury defence had obviously taken the night off. Keane, though, had turned up for duty. The game turned around again just before the break. Tony Battersby's header, one apiece at the interval. But in the second half, Wolves were a different class, helped by some more pretty dodgy defending. Paul Simpson slotted home. And then it was Simpson again, finishing off after more pedestrian work at the back by Bury. Simpson had a cracking game, deserved his goals, and Wolves are looking hungry for the weekend. You can't quite say the same about West Brom after their battle of the barcodes with Ipswich. Matt Holland put Ipswich ahead. For the benefit of anyone watching in black and white, both teams do have what looks like identical black and white kits on, by the way. Sean Murphy put West Brom back level, and then came the best move of the night to put Albion ahead. This was a classy goal, finished off in style by Sean Flynn. It was well worth celebrating. The trouble is, what came after wasn't. West Brom might not have spent quite as much as the makers of Titanic, but the Albion defence was holed, sunk, and the survivors left stranded, watching helplessly as Ipswich pulled back to 2-2. James Scowcroft, the scorer. And then, with just a minute to go, West Brom blew it. The keeper came, saw and fluffed it. Jason Cundy had no sympathy.
Taking penalties after his miss on Sunday. We don't know yet whether or not he declined or accepted the invitation. And he might get a chance to see because he's gone down and won the penalty. Well, Frank Clark left the decision up to him. Rossler's earned the opportunity and he's left it for Paul Dickoff. Will Dickoff get the job full time? There's the answer. Here comes Simons. Dickoff's there too. And Salmon gathers it in. And he looks in some trouble. That was possibly where it happened. It looks as though his knee's given away there. Well, goalkeeper Mike Salmon has indeed given way to his injury, and as happened before, Steve Brown, the right fullback, has taken over the goalkeeping duties. They brought on Steve Jones forward to replace Salmon. Well, he appeared to win the ball there, and it's his second booking of the game. And Shelia has been removed. Now here's Steve Jones at the other end, and he scores. 1-1. Clancy is waiting to direct operations. Francis Lee is hoping that the luck might go his side's way. The header from Simons! And the luck has gone their way! Kinsella looking for Bright. Simons has slipped. Here's Mark Bright. Is it to be another twist? Steve Jones is going to 2.
That's it. And Michael Gray so close to the opening goal. Williams' header causing the real problems. Gray was looking to capitalise. Clark taking his time there. Summerby. Again. Norwich retaining a lot of solidity at the back. Coots giving a chase. Here comes Perez. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Eadie needs to hit the target. Oh, that's a marvellous effort from Darren Eadie. He really punished Sunderland then. Perez was committed. Eadie needed to be cool, and he came up with the goods. Segura supporting from left back. Nice touch. Here's Eadie. Coote sprayed Fugelstadt in. It's gone in off Craddock, and that's the second goal. Fugelstadt may well claim it, but it was Craddock who got the last touch. Clark looking for room for the shot. It's a good one and it's a goal. Lee Clark. Now, has it come too late for a really spectacular revival by Sunderland?